Hey everyone, Geophysicist Stefan Burns here. We have a powerful planetary geometry coming up tomorrow, March 7th, 2026, but it's active right now and will be for the next few days. We have two main alignments as a result of this planetary geometry. We have an inferior conjunction with the planet Mercury. So this is an Earth-Mercury-Sun alignment. In fact, we see Mercury here in our chronograph view because it's in front of the Sun at this moment in time, in between the Sun and the Earth. There is the planet Mercury. So we see that with our chronograph, we're looking at the Sun denoted by this white circle, and we see the surrounding outflow of solar wind and coronal mass ejections and more. They put this occluding disk on the Sun so we can block out its light so we can see these more dim structures of the corona, the solar wind. Well, we also fix our camera on the Sun, so effectively it looks like it's stationary as the background sky moves like this. These are the fixed stars. In fact, we're rotating around the Sun, but that's the perspective. We see this dot right there moving faster than these background stars, indicating that it's not one of them. That is Mercury. And because it's retrograde right now, from the perspective of Earth, it's moving in that same direction, and then eventually it'll swing around and do a superior conjunction on the other side of the Sun after it performs this inferior conjunction, which will be on the 7th. So this is a pretty notable alignment. We've seen strong energetic events occur around inferior conjunctions, most notably last year, late March of 2025, we had a magnitude 7.7 earthquake strike Burma, Myanmar, Thailand. It was the most deadly earthquake of 2025. That was the 28th of March, and just a few days before that, we actually had a double inferior conjunction of Mercury and Venus, both in between the Sun and the Earth. And well, in fact, it's actually very similar to the planetary geometry we have coming up basically now, but really tomorrow and for the next couple of days. Because here we see our solar system, the position of the planets. These are not to scale in terms of their size, but everything else is accurate in terms of their location, the geometry, and more. So here we see this inferior conjunction of Mercury. If we go forward tomorrow, because that's really the key date, we see that that is exact. And look here, that is the other main planetary geometry that's active, an Earth-Venus-Neptune alignment. And just the next day, 24 hours later, we have a Earth-Venus-Saturn alignment. So you can really group them together effectively. See how, because there's a slight separation between Neptune and Saturn, it takes a day for the Saturn alignment to click in. But in general, I look at this as one significant alignment. We only get these sort of Saturn-Neptune conjunctions every 36 years or so. So when you have a great conjunction active with the outer planets, it creates effectively an energetic signature that will resonate for months, if not even like a year or two, depending on their speed. Uranus-Neptune one, for example, will last a long time. So this configuration has been active since last year. In fact, it really clicked into play back in early July of 2025. And while we had that mega quake right off the coast of Kamchatka, Russia, magnitude 8.8. So you start to see how some of these things are connected together. Well, this is the planetary geometry active tomorrow and on the 8th of March. Really, it's active right now, though. There's a bit of a window for these things. So again, Earth, Mercury, Sun, and then Earth, Venus, Saturn, Neptune. Let's just rewind it really quick so I can show you that geometry that we had back in March before the most deadly earthquake of 2025. And here we see there Venus and Mercury in an inferior conjunction at the same time, roughly in line with Neptune and Saturn, because again, roughly the same time of year. They haven't moved that far. They're not that fast moving planets. And then if we go forward here, it was right around this time frame that we had that big earthquake. So there is this connection between planetary geometry and earthquake activity, especially when you get multiple alignments to converge together. That's really where the effect is seen very strongly statistically. And you can also look at planetary geometry as it relates to solar activity. We do have some significant sunspots right now on the Earth-facing side of the Sun. They have not been that active, but perhaps this geometry will trigger them to be active. Mercury being the activator, being close to them in front of the Earth and in front of the Sun effectively. So we could have some activity headed our way as a result of that. That's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been your host, Stefan Burns. Smash that thumbs up button, help the channel grow. This is my Clips channel where I release standalone videos, short updates as to what is happening. We cover what's happening with the Earth energetically, earthquakes, volcanoes, geomagnetic storms, severe weather, solar activity, space weather, interstellar and cosmic forces. If you like the sound of that, then please subscribe. I am your Cosmic Bro. I'll be back with more videos soon. Thanks so much and have a great day.